it's kind of frustrating when someone that's paying $1,400 a month for their medications doesn't want to hear much about your conspiracies, because they don't see any conspiracies and it'd be on the 6 o'clock news. Well, good luck with that. But they're everywhere, but they're right in front of your face, and it's so sad that we've been trained to just take it and not even notice it, which kills me. This is just an article. I haven't read this one because I've read many. I'm just showing you an example, okay? So you have to look this up yourself. Since 1980, Congress has enacted many laws granting pharmaceutical manufacturers monopolies that no other industry enjoys. You're not going to get a monopoly. I'm not going to get a monopoly. Grandpa's not going to get a monopoly. The ladies down at Bingo aren't going to get a monopoly. No, they're going to pay $2,000 a month for their medications. Some of these medications, when you look into it, are so cheap to make, and they charge top dollar depending on what it fixes. There was one, and it was a long time ago, so I wish I'd kept a better folder, but I found a medication that saved a child's life. It only needed 2 doses. The pills cost $2 to make, and they were charging $60,000 for the treatment, and your kid died without it. So they twisted your arm to come up with $60,000. That's pathetic. So if you come up with a cure for cancer tomorrow, good luck getting it to the market. Good luck getting it to the market without either A, taking a whole bunch of money just to put it on a shelf, and there's a lot of people out there in that boat. Oh yeah, I'll shut my mouth and just put it on the shelf. People are paid just to throw their inventions in the trash. Just throw that away and we'll give you a bunch of money. No problem. Now, Stanley Meyer, he wanted to bring us a water-powered car. It really did work. They offered him $1 billion twice. He turned it down because he wanted to give it to us for cheap. And they killed him. They poisoned him. And it's in the autopsy. Yes, he was poisoned. So, but first, they made him look like a fraud. Discredited him. Then they killed him. Then put his patent on a shelf. And then, more than likely, they screwed with it and said, oh, the patent's open now, and you go to try to recreate his work, and they've left the important stuff out, and how are we to know? So, oh yeah, I guess he really was a fraud. No, if you watch his deals, he was going to give us a water-powered car, and you could get to the East Coast on 22, from west to east, 22 gallons of water. And perfectly green, hydrogen turns back into water when you burn it. It's amazing. I did one afternoon, I said, I'm going to try this, and I got my kitchen sink water to blow up with a battery I found in my shed, some wires I found out of an old stove, and some baking soda, and bam, I had an explosion. It shocked me, scared me. But Stanley had found a way to get more energy out of the system than he was putting in, and I believe he did it with sound frequencies. But anyway, it's a great little journey if you want to check out Stanley Meyer's water-powered car. Just, to make my point, and then I'm done. Jack Nicholson was investing in a water-powered car. There's a show with him where they featured his car, and a bunch of reporters were there, and it was all about the water-powered car. Now, they had already gone backwards because they had to do it was a lengthier process than Stan Meyer's, and you couldn't just put water straight in your tank. Stan figured out a way to do it right on the spot, and you didn't even need to change your motor. You just needed to get a different injection thing. $1,400, I think, is what he said it would cost to do a complete conversion on any engine. So Jack Nicholson comes out, and he's doing the same thing. It's like, hey, a water-powered car. He gets down and sucks on the exhaust to prove that it's all just water steam, and he takes off his glasses. He's like, nothing but steam, baby. And now, somebody went and talked to him because I can't find anything after that day's interview. Somebody came and talked to him, and you don't hear another peep about it. You don't hear like, oh, Jack Nicholson gave up on the project. Oh, the project was a success, and he sold it off to somebody. Nothing. It's just like, boop, he was on TV, and then what happened? Now, you can come up with a million scenarios like, well, maybe he, sure. But, seriously, when you get into this stuff and you start seeing these patterns, and like, every dead end has a Mason at it. I'm not kidding. It's like, oh, well, that explains it. It's like, how coincidental is that? We ran into another self-admitted Freemason. It's just ridiculous. Just saying.